What up? Welcome to Recovering Addict. I'm LT, your host, and I'm an alcoholic addict. How is everybody today?
Fleece Weaver, your co-host, married to an alcoholic addict. Glad to be here today.
Lynk Weaver, your co-host.
Co-host.
I'm very glad to be here.
Like chocolate and cocoa?
No, like co. And then co.
Oh, not chocolate cocoa. Oh, okay.
You should be the cocoa host.
You should be the cocoa host for sure.
Make us some hot cocoa.
So who we got hanging out with us already? We got my mama. We got Asia King. What's going on? Brittany and Pamela. How is everybody? Mark, what's going on, brother? We got Petey and Murd. Hey, Murd, how's it going? And Sky and Tyreek. All right, so normally, if you are watching this on replay or if you are just now joining us, we normally have a show about recovering from alcohol and drug addiction. I was a meth addict tweaker. I was an alcoholic, fifth-the-night drinker, checked myself into detox, all that kind of stuff. We go through books and education on relapse prevention. We offer strength and hope for those who are still suffering from alcohol or drugs and want to get clean, and then can come here and join a community that will help them stay clean, keeping our minds focused on recovery, because that's what the point is. But today's May 30th. Now, 3 years ago, Linky was in an accident with 7 other kids, so it's not just Link Tie. There's 7 other kids that were highly affected by this accident. And today we kind of just want to remember the whole accident from start to finish. I'm going to play videos. We're going to look at Facebook pages, and we're going to look at videos and pictures that we've saved for the next hour, chit chat, comment, and talk about it. What we experienced, what we went through, what I was still going through as an alcoholic at that point in my life. I was still I started drinking on tons more after that, actually. So, hey, Pamela, welcome. First time watching. All right. Oh, where'd she go? There she is. Nope, that's Penny. Holly
Pamela.
Ford, what's happening, everybody? So, Pamela, nice to meet you. If you didn't hear, I'm an alcoholic addict, and I was a meth addict. I was all that kind of stuff. And we offer strength and hope. But today is just a little different show. 3 years ago, he was in an accident, and it was 3 years ago today. So we're going to relive that whole thing. Rewatch everything in honor of the kids who all survived this accident. There were 7 kids in total. So that's what we're going to do. What's up, TJ?
We may shed some tears.
Alicia, Jerry. Link says we may cry, which is true. We may shed some tears today, but who knows? Who knows? And hopefully everything runs smooth. Because once I start, screen sharing multiple stuffs, sometimes it glitches out on us. So let's hopefully it doesn't. But hey, Pamela, Knight, I'm glad you're here. Please keep coming back. Share this video out if you want to, and let us know about you. As we're going through this video, which is not our normal night. Normally we're going through a book called The Steps We Took. We're currently on step 12, actually, and that's almost wrapped up. We'll probably wrap that up tomorrow night. But let us know your drug of choice, how long you've been clean, all that kind of good stuff. And people in the chats, keep your eye out. They will start commenting right back to you.
Keep coming back.
And I will put up on the screen, just like I did yours, relevant comments to all of that.
I'll share.
Petey.
Linky has
Mama
a
of Kitty.
Facebook page. I'll share out that link too.
Yeah, right on. All right, let's get into this. So the first video I'm going to show, some of you have already seen. And this is the video that I put together after I got some clips off the news, and just kind of shows my experience right up to the point he was in the hospital. And then we'll go and look at some of the pictures that Fleece took and the Facebook page that we made and show his progression in his recovery, because he recovered too, physically. So we'll watch this real quick. Good job on your clean date there. So that machine you're looking at right there, they came down that hill. If you look, there's a cop car up there. They came down that, got going about 30 miles an hour and flipped it. This thing flipped, 7 kids popcorned out of it, and Linky happened to just get the brunt of it, landed underneath it, and the back tire came down and crushed his head. And so once the cops got there, we drove to McCady Hospital. where they took some x-rays of Lynk, and then me and Lynk and I jumped onto this helicopter you see here and flew to Primary Children's in Salt Lake. So this is kind of what I was going through. This is actual pictures I was taking, and then they had to put them under a secret name because the news media was everywhere trying to find us. If you notice in that, his ear is almost ripped off. But that was the side that made contact with the pavement. And that drain, that plug, go ahead.
I would say the thing sticking out of his head there is to measure his brain pressure. I can't remember what the bolt. They called it the bolt.
And if you're wondering where I got this sick song to put over here, I wrote it. Every part. I played the drums, the guitar, the bass, all of it.
That was after they did his bone flap. So he's got all them staples in his head. That's all the tubes they had in him. Feeding tubes, breathing tubes.
Hey, Michelle.
That was after he got his reconstructive surgery in his face and his.
I'm going to pause it right here on his shoes. So they wanted to put these shoes on him to keep his ankles and everything upright because he was laying down for too long. But so we bought these shoes and everybody came in and signed him while he was laying in bed sleeping.
Yeah, he was in a coma for about 30 days. They put him in a for real induced coma for a little bit to drop his brain activity to hopefully stop the swelling. But
this is one of the first time he opened his eyes right here.
Yeah, this is a little bit after his surgery to fix his face and get his trach and his G-tube.
You open your eyes for Dad?
This is about 33 weeks.
33 weeks.
No, 3 weeks later.
You are? Hi, Lynk. Can you look at Mom?
We'll revisit this picture with fidget spinner too. In the Facebook page, there's a cool story behind it.
Hi, buddy.
Joni, he got his head crushed by a UTV.
He did faster than that.
So if you notice, he has a trach. He also had a feeding tube as well. That was him before the accident. In the next couple pictures you'll see, this is like 4 days right before the accident happened. Look at that luscious head of hair.
This was about a month later. This is probably 30 days.
Yeah, Michelle, you could actually rewatch this video. We're gonna have this on YouTube and on Facebook. There's homeboy Dwight.
What up, Dwight?
What?
So that's that right there. That was a video I made that I went through. So those of you who just got here, like Michelle and stuff, 3 years ago today was a great day for Dwight and Linky. But him and 7 other kids took this machine up the hill, and they came running down it. They put it in neutral. Let me see. I'll get back to that machine. I'll just let you guys look at that. Where's it at? Oh, here's a good view of it. So this machine right here, and that's Lynks underneath there, and that's my buddy Luke. His kids were also in the accident, except for Waylon. Yeah, and that's the machine. So if you look up here, you can see like where this cop car is. They went up here, turned it around, and got going about 30 to 40 miles an hour from what the cops could tell. Flipped it, and it landed right here. You can see where these 2 orange marks are. That's where it was on its side, and that's all Linky's blood right there. He got this part of the tire landed on Link's head. For those of you who didn't know. But then we got his Facebook page. And so we started documenting. Hey. I'll get into that screen share on this Facebook page real quick.
Here's the link to that video if y'all want to look at it later.
Yeah.
And then you find it on LT Weaver. It's called Smile and Clap.
Yeah. And so here's the Facebook page we started pretty much as soon as he went through that. Jeez. Yeah, and here's the video of the fidget spinner I was talking about. So I went in there before the accident. Lynk used to be really
Into fidget spinners.
he was really into fidget spinners. He'd make them out of all kinds of stuff. And so this is about 30 days in. This is June 25th, actually. April, May, June. Yeah, so 25 days, basically 26 days after that initial accident. And I walk in because I had to end up going back to work after like a month. And he wouldn't open his eye. And I'm like, Lynk, I love you. Open your eye. And he wouldn't do anything, right? And he's laying there just like he had been in a coma. And I'm all, I got your fidget spinner. All of a sudden his eyes open. He looks over at me and we handed it to him. And you can tell by how weak his hand is that, yeah. Oh, crap. I didn't screen share. Come on. Like I said. Oh, come on. And technology is going to be stupid. Watch. So Millie's holding his hand up because his hands are so weak.
But
And-
this, I'll
go ahead.
keep going. But this was like so exciting because they didn't think he would have fine motor skills. And so the fact that he could pinch it and like flick it, the doctors were like completely blown away.
Yeah. So at this point, we think that he's going to be in a coma, or pretty much brain dead, pretty much. And then let me screen share this real quick. So we think he's going to be in a coma or in a wheelchair. So this is some of the pictures. We'll click through some of these. This is him. This is the point where he was so brain dead that we thought we were going to lose him. They were trying to talk us into pulling the plug, and that's Xylan on the other.
Scratched up.
Yeah, if you look at his face here.
Yeah, that was when he was real bad. All of his stuff started swelling up real big.
Yeah, if you look at his eye, how it's like open. They pretty much told us that they expected him to not live through it.
But here I am today.
But here you are today.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah. Let's see. What are some other videos? Here's another picture of him. This is when he was really bad off. This is about the time they were telling us to pull the plug.
Yeah, that's he's got see how his head's kind of sunken in. That's what right after they did the bone flap.
Yeah,
So
so
could,
he
like,
has
almost touch his brain.
he has no skull on right here. That's just his brain sagging that way, which was if his brain didn't, or his skull didn't crack the way that it did, I should have brought the x-rays home, darn it. They said that he wouldn't have made it through it, but because his skull cracked the way that it did. What was that?
I don't know. I think he clicked on one.
But they said if his skull didn't crack the way that it did, it probably would have killed him because it allowed his brain to swell. So at this point, he starts waking up, right? He hit his fidget spinner, and they're telling us, oh, he's going to be in a wheelchair now. You know, everything was always the worst as soon as something happened. And so they told us that he was going to be in a wheelchair. And so I came home and I built a deck. Me and my buddies built this deck in like 4 days. And so here's the front of our house. So normally we had steps like right here. You can't see it, can you? So we normally had steps up to there. So we built this wheelchair ramp of a deck. And here's my buddies and I building this deck. Hey, Mark, look, there's our tree I was talking about. And so it took us like 4 days, and we built this huge deck with a wheelchair ramp right here. Comes up and right into the house because we thought for sure he was going to be in a wheelchair the rest of his life. But he wasn't.
No survivor.
Like,
Here's a
they
little.
want to know if you remember any of it.
I don't. I remember one thing from the day of the crash. Weights falling on my brother Amos when we were cleaning out the shop.
Or do you have any, like, are you traumatized by it at all?
No. I think it made me a better person.
Thanks, Michelle.
I think God did it for a reason.
Yeah, this was crazy. This was when he first started to move. Right before this, like, you would pinch him as hard as you could and he barely wouldn't move. And then all of a sudden, after we fixed all the bones in his face, he started moving his legs. He didn't like the compression socks, so he was trying to take them off. He would, like, move his legs to get the compression socks off.
So the fact that he was moving his legs these were really exciting moments.
Yeah, it meant he had motor skills that they were like, oh, we don't really even think his brain works.
And as you can see, I'm in a diaper.
Yeah. Threw in a diaper.
Let's see another video. Is that the same one?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I think that's one I sent you.
Oh, and then they put ice packs on his head
Yeah.
in the shape of gloves.
His poor face was so swollen.
And this is when they started fixing his face. So they put that like a cast on his nose. Now he's got metal all through his freaking face.
And they had to bandage his
Look at
jaw
that
shut
deck,
'cause
Mark.
That's a nice deck. Because he broke the bone in his lower jaw. So they put these like medieval looking braces, and there's a picture of him in his mouth, and screwed him in, and his jaw was bandaged shut. So he can't open his mouth.
Shout out to my friends who helped me build this thing. In 4 days, we built this bad boy. And that's linseed oil on it, not regular stuff. And there's the fidget spinner video we talked about. Let's see what else. Oh, in the meantime, Millie's hair, I don't know if you can see it good in that picture, but her hair starts falling out.
Yeah, she got sick and got a real high fever a few weeks before. And a few months before actually. And her hair like slowly started falling out. She got alopecia from being sick.
You probably be able to see it in this one. Yeah, look at her hair.
That last picture you showed was right when they put Linky's bone flap back in. Yeah, her hair's so thin.
See how she's going bald right here? Freaking hair started falling out.
The one with the bandage on his head?
This one?
Yeah. So right here, this is about a week after they fixed his face. They went back in and put his bone flap back in. It's that whole frontal piece of his bone they put and then stitched his head up.
Who's the Facebook user?
Thanks, Matthew.
Facebook user.
Yeah, this is another meaning to recovery. So for those of you who just joined, this is the 3-year anniversary of the kids' accident. And so we're just reminiscing, going through some pictures and back and forth through some Facebook stuff.
Hello.
And so, and then we did a car wash.
Yeah, a fundraiser.
A fun. Hey, there's Cassie, you guys.
The whole community came together. It was awesome.
So if you're wondering what Cassie looks like, there she
Matthew
is.
called me a diaper bro.
He said you're rocking that diaper.
There's my sister. There's Felice. There's me. Brandy and Luke. Their children were in the crash too. They were in the front of the machine. So here's all the kids that were in the crash. Well, minus one. We're missing Cayman and Lynk because Lynk's in the hospital. But they all came out. They all got LT signed shirts on. And that's Amos right here in the blue hair. This is Andy and Wyatt. They were both in the accident. And they experienced, like, besides PTSD and all that, pretty bad road rash. This is my other boy, Zylan. You guys will meet him. He'll be here on the 6th, Saturday. And he actually broke his back. And then Cayman, he got a big old cut on his head. And then his brother, Cayman, actually broke his leg and his arm in the accident really bad. His bone was sticking out of his leg. And so this fundraiser we were at here helped pay a lot of the doctor bills.
There's where he sat up.
This one right here.
That was just, that one. So
that's not him sitting up though.
The first one, I think.
This one?
Yeah.
That's when he's throwing the ball.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Where is the first video of him sitting up?
It might be in my messenger messages. But I think that was the same day they sat him up and had him throw a ball, like in one day. And it tripped me out because they just came in and they're like sitting him up and they didn't even tell me. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, he's not okay. But then I was like, okay.
with righty. Push it with righty. Good job. Nice right hand.
Good job, buddy.
Good job. Dude.
Yeah,
That's the
those are
same
all my
video.
selfies. That's the same one. Just
Is it
one.
exactly the same?
Yeah, one I just made smaller so I could send it to you. Yeah, those pictures where it looks like I'm taking selfies, LT wanted a picture of the kids because they're both sleeping. It looks creepy.
Frankenstein.
That's after I got him to shave his hair.
Here's Millie.
Oh, this is his first time in a wheelchair.
Let's see where we're at on Facebook. Let's see where we're at on our Facebook progress with it. I hate that I have to screen share every time.
No, we didn't. I was at work at the time, Sky. So I didn't see it happen. LT was in the house, so he didn't see it happen either. But his sister saw the whole thing happen.
Yeah, so
She was right behind us.
come on. Why is it doing this? Yeah, so they came down the hill. My sister just happened to pull out, and she was about a block and a half behind them. It flipped, landed on the kid. Kids flew out. So she ran up there, or zoomed up there in her car, put it in park, jumped out, and Amos flipped him on his back. And then Amos ran and came and grabbed me. My sister gave him chest compressions, brought him back to breathing. And then right at that point, I showed up. And I chucked my sister off of him, and I picked him up and turned him on his side because there was so much blood coming out of his mouth and stuff. And I was just, wake up, Lynk, trying to doing whatever you see in the movies, pretty much. Like, what do I do? Stay with me and all that. And I asked him, I said, squeeze my finger. And he squeezed my finger 3 times. And so that was a good sign. But why won't it go back now? Come on. I knew this was going to happen. Now it's going to take me all the way back to the top, probably, huh?
Probably. Or to the next video. Who knows what Facebook's doing? Does its own thing. Let's see.
Oh, well. You talk for a sec. I'm going to get this working.
Michelle, you don't remember our names? I'm Felice. This is LT. This is Link.
Hello.
There we go. Okay. Back to Facebook.
Cherie says you're a tough kid.
Thank you.
Pretty sure
You're all
that's
tough
Cherie.
recovering addicts all out there.
No, that was Tracy. Tracy says you're a tough kid.
Here's a poster all the kids made for him. Get well, Linky.
So sounds like you just joined, Michelle, but this is a special meeting about Linky because it's his 3-year anniversary of all the kids that were in this UTV accident. So we're taking a little break from AA meeting, reading material, and talking about this.
As you can see, I was ripped.
Yeah, he's a tough little kid.
Yeah, look how ripped he was. He was an amazing little wrestler. Yeah, Mark. Thank you. Thank you very much, brother. We hit 700 last night right after the show. Pretty awesome. Here's the kids in the accident. There's Link before the accident. So you got Link right here. That's before. There's our dog Megan. There's Zylan, Andy, and baby Millie, and then Wyatt and Amos.
And Coda.
And Coda. Okay, so now we're about the same. Yeah. Oh, there's this first time in the wheelchair, huh?
Uh-huh. And he refused to put any clothes on, so we had to put a blanket over him. Because we're like, put some pants on. He's all shaking his head no.
Let's see if we can find that video in Google. It'd probably come out cleaner.
Wasn't the only thing I would say is
Yeah, but for a while you would just kind of move your head. Because he had them big old dang braces in there.
Yeah,
They're
we'll get to the
medieval
braces that he had.
That's the small one. That's the other one. I think it's. Yeah, it's one of those two.
So those aren't videos.
Oh, I thought they were.
Great, huh? And if you look at Millie's hair, this is right before we shaved it.
Yeah, and he couldn't get himself in the wheelchair, so they had to teach me how to put him in there. Man, if I had to put him in a wheelchair now, I don't
We're
think
so
I
glad
could.
you have your volume, so we don't have to worry about a helmet.
Do do it for me.
I would sure try.
Right there, seatbelt on.
Yes.
I've got pictures for you.
That's great, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get up in this chair, does he? First time.
Let's see. Oh, this is the first time he threw a ball.
That's when he stood up for the first time.
Oh, is this when he stands up?
Uh-huh. This is about 4 or 5 weeks after. We finally got him to put some pants on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Many boys. Well done with the ball.
Good job, buddy.
Just be ready.
Yeah, it made you cough, didn't it? It's crazy. Yeah, look at this. Come on. There goes technology for you. Desmond, what's going on?
Welcome.
Nope, you don't ever think that. That's for darn sure.
Lynk will be 13 in January, Aubrey.
And there we go.
That was you calling me.
Hey, he's so weak. So weak. What's this one?
That's him sitting up by himself.
Oh, yeah, this is where he gets to sit up by himself.
This was probably the next day, a couple days later. Oh, no, that's walking. That was his first steps.
There you go.
Oh, it's just like a newborn baby and everything.
Relax for a sec. Turn it on me for a minute. Good coughs, dude.
Good job, Linky. That was
So
so
hard.
awesome.
Tell you,
That was a
this guy,
champ.
This guy is so ready. I hear the
Good
voice, man.
job.
Not words, but we've been hearing some voice around.
He didn't talk for like 3 months.
So cool.
He would just squeak and make weird noises.
Gentle toss is perfect. Perfect. Okay, get it up to your chest again. Yep. And toss it. 2.
Nice.
Even stronger than yesterday. Let's just do 5. So 3 more, okay? So get your hand ready.
That's Wyatt that's throwing the ball to him. He was in the accident.
We got a
As
new
well.
wave. Okay.
They asked Lynk, who do you want to play catch with? And he points to Wyatt. It was cute.
Okay, up to your chest. Yep, toss it. 3.
You're awesome, dude.
We want a really good one for our last one, okay?
That's where he was sitting up by himself.
Come on, computer. Why can't I go fast? That's when he's rolling over, huh?
Yeah, they had him do tummy time.
Tummy time.
Just like a baby. Tummy time.
Tummy time was hard.
Can you take charge of your head?
He had to hold himself up.
Can you lift a little bit higher so you can
Yeah.
see? Yes, right there. Let's count to 15. 1,
She was the best
3. I hear
therapist
your
ever.
voice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice boys. 11.
Epi wants to know when his memory started coming back. I would say, gosh,
He's still working on
6
that.
months later, it started getting pretty decent. Oh, this one makes me sad.
That is the one I pointed to.
He just looks exhausted in this
Let's try it
one.
again. Let's try this one. So this one right here is red.
Yes, her name was Lisa Alicia. She's amazing. We go visit her
Hold
from
that
time
one
to
there
time.
to start. Can you put this orange one?
Do you need her to suction your mouth out again?
Just tell you, you're fried in this one.
Let's put this one here on the green cone. Okay.
Good job.
Can you put this one with the other orange cone? There's another orange cone. What's this
job.
bottom one here though? Is that orange or is that blue?
So if you notice, he doesn't move his left arm a
Should we
lot.
put
It's
these
because his
cones
collarbone
here?
is
Should we
broken,
put these cones here. What should we
so he didn't use it as much.
try?
You got it, buddy.
Okay, so this cone is orange right now. So should we put it with the
Or maybe
orange
it's
one,
his
or should we put it
right
on the
side.
blue?
He's
His
making
right
it.
one.
He's making him use his one that hurts. That's why it's all shaky.
Want it on the blue one? That's okay. How about this one? Where do you want to put this one?
No crying babies.
Get down on this ramp here.
Wait till my little-
Okay, you're cute.
See this ramp?
You're cute again.
Yeah, you've never heard that before, have you?
We can get a different ball too. This is too.
You see the finger holes? Good job.
Doing this hand.
He's got weird finger holes.
Oh. You ready?
He's like, wait, is it?
That's not a bowling ball.
I think it just has a thumb hole. Or does that have finger holes?
What do you want? Your thumb?
Yeah, just a
hold it
thumb
that
hole.
way. Lean forward, lean over this way.
This one took a minute. He finally got the hang of it though in one of them, and he started betting Grandpa. I think he won about $5 from Grandpa, and then he started sticking the money in his shoes to keep it safe so nobody would steal it.
Ah,
Stutter ball.
wah, wah, wah. You got it this time.
Oh, you're exactly right. Yep.
Yeah, his right one's his broken collarbone. You see, he can't lift it as high.
Oh,
We'll just play there.
Throw it to Dad's hand. How big can you throw it? How big?
Look at Millie's hair in the background.
that was awesome.
Reach, reach, reach.
Grandpa likes to bribe him with money.
One, two, three, catch it.
Thank you, man.
All right, let's see where the Facebook's at. See where we're at on the Facebook one. What you guys think so far?
He was in the hospital for almost exactly 60 days from May 30th to July 30th about. I think our official day to come out was July 26th. We had a big, nice parade, but we'll get there.
You guys have a parade?
Yeah, we had a parade for you.
Did
Oh, this is one of the first time you walked right here.
the leading parade.
Yeah, this is the first time we walked.
Boy.
Good job.
Oh,
Awesome. Here, no terrible.
Okay, this hand down to that hand rest. Arms.
That was a long walk on the bowling. Let's see. Oh, they'd go on the sun. They'd go on the roof and get some sun.
That's where me and Millie watched 4th of July fireworks.
That might have triggered some people.
There's Grandma rubbing his feet. She rubbed his feet like every day.
Oh yeah, what'd she put on it? She put on a
The vanilla stuff.
no. It was something that was supposed to be good to promote oxygen to your brain. Jesus had it. It was one of the Jesus scents. What the heck was it?
Turn your flash off. You don't even need it.
Where's Grandma?
job,
Frankincense. She
Linky.
rubbed frankincense oil on his feet.
No. Kick him right in the shin.
No, it's Flash.
He was still pretty drugged up at this time too. I think that's why he was a little wobbly. He started really straightening up when I got him off the drugs.
Keep going. We're not there yet.
Don't kick me.
But give him a thumbs up and we'll tell him to get out. Get out of here.
Good work. That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Him and Millie have always been best buds.
Yeah, where's the lower button?
They're snuggling.
And then you got me and Zach.
Yeah, and his best bud Zach came to visit. There he
Oh,
is
the
on
bike ride. Let me see
That
if the
was his-
Google ones are on there.
That was his first bike ride. That thing was so cool.
Luke, we gotta get your voice going. That's it. I need you talking to me, dude. Enough of this. So when we come to the intersection, we're gonna turn left, okay?
Millie had to do everything he did.
Dude, you just knew what to do. That was awesome.
I told you.
You're ready to get out of here, huh?
Let's come this way, left front.
Yeah.
Say move it, Millie.
So we didn't know he couldn't see out of his right
Yeah,
eye at this
Millie.
time, so he would like ride the wall.
Yeah, he's blind in that right eye. Oh, this is the first time he wrote. You write your name, buddy. Mm-hmm. First time he started writing.
Oh, there's bald Millie.
This is a sad video I made.
You like the color blue? Okay.
Short one he made. Another bike ride. This was getting real good at it. They finally let us go outside.
We're gonna cook.
Look who's outside riding a bike.
And once the trach is out, you guys will be ready to go and pass us. I think we'll all go to the. Oh my gosh, it's already hot and it's only not even 11.
It was burning hot out there.
Look who's outside riding a bike.
And once the trach is out, you guys will be ready to go and pass us. I think we'll all go to the.
I can't play the audio on this video. I wish I could, but we'll get booted. It'll demonetize and boot us, but it's Rocky's Eye of the Tiger. Dun, 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 dun.
That was his theme song through the whole thing.
Anytime he did things like this, we would play. I don't play it for just now. If I play the song, it'll just boom, we'd disappear.
Sound says, "Oh my gosh, I remember that feels like yesterday."
Is Zylan watching? Good for you, Zylan. Hey, Jake.
Here's the Facebook user. Oh man, stairs gave me a heart attack.
Oh yeah, watch him walk here. He's
This
like a
is-
drunk guy.
Yeah, this is him walking without her help at all, and we were like, "Oh my gosh!" I think there's audio to this one.
Every day was like a miracle.
It's gonna get rid of me first. Watch your head, okay?
So
Any face problems. That face is into it.
Yeah. That was me.
So
Crazy, huh?
when he was still pretty under it and in his coma, basically, they put him on a medication to almost like slow down his brain activity, kind of, because he got a really high fever and they thought his brain was what they called storming. So that medication they put him on kind of made him dizzy and made him feel funky. And it took a long time to be able to wean off of it. So I think that's a lot of the reason he's like, whoa.
When did they figure out?
But as soon as we weaned him off of it, his walking got way straighter. He started kind of communicating more
When did they figure out I had diabetes?
as soon as we got there. Aw, those
Look at Millie's hair.
cute little
She got a bloody nose?
No.
Okay. Oh, say I gotta wait for me to be ready.
She's like, I caught it.
Say,
What I think we should do next? Stand up.
whoa. Ah! Get her.
Good job, buddy. Crazy.
That was Elise. She was amazing too.
She's probably like, "Oh, go to the one we doing the walk the plank."
Walk the plank.
Are you ready?
Oh,
Just gonna charge you
yeah.
up.
So his depth perception's way off.
Beautiful. All right. So save that one for a minute. Let's work on the corner, shall we?
And then you had to do a puzzle at the end of the walk. So they're working on motor skills and cognitive behavior, thinking and stuff. And then they did balance skills with him. He started just every day was like a freaking miracle. There's Luke. He supported us like crazy through the whole thing.
No.
He's right there.
And Brandy too. There she is.
No. 6, 7. Good. There you go.
I don't even think I could do that.
Working on them stabilizer muscles.
No, Millie didn't lose her hair due to stress. I'm sure it didn't help, but she got sick and got alopecia a couple months prior. So it's just like this whole thing that happened at once. She lost her hair.
So I popped it on there. And he's like, and it totally came out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was like,
Fuck me, another pop tree.
That was when they capped his trach for the first time. So before he would breathe out of it, it had a little thing he could breathe. So in order to get him off of the trach, they
Kaylee,
had
you have to do
tap
it, all right?
so that he would
Here it
breathe on
comes.
his own. So he had to do that kind of stuff with his trach. Oh, you might get it.
Yeah.
This is our dance parties.
Can't play that song too much. He would have to take brain breaks too throughout this whole thing. And this is what this picture is. He was like, time out. He's done. And he would just have to put his head down and zonk out for a couple seconds. And then he was fine. It's this one. Oh, this is the video that got me smoking again.
Thank you.
No, tell him what you get to try this morning.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, that was Alicia got you that. But what do you get to eat this morning?
Thank you for the fish.
Thank you for the fish. Not quite remember in speech. We're gonna try food.
Mm.
Yeah, tell Dad about it.
Dad, in speech, I got to try food.
Yeah, we get to try food, huh?
Mhm.
It's so exciting.
Mhm.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, I love you too.
Mhm. I love you. I love you, Daddy. Love you. Love you.
Yeah, that video right there, Felice sent to me while I was at work. And I watched it and just like, it just killed me. And I went out and had a cigarette. now I vape.
Best cigarette he's ever had in his life.
Best cigarette I ever had in my life. Let's see, where are we at here? He's climbing. He's starting to do really good. Painting. And this is where's the videos of us? I think it's on Facebook. Oops. I'll have to show you on Facebook. But Felice and Millie shaved their head at some point during this whole
Oh yeah.
craziness.
Right, Facebook.
And I think it's on Facebook. But Millie, I took her home with me and we ended up shaving her hair. And so
Yeah, it was the
What's a
point
brain
she just
break?
didn't have any left. And she was so self-conscious about it. She went over to the neighbor's house and had her make a wig.
yeah. Talk for a minute.
So I told her that she could shave my head and we would be bald together. And so she spent the night with LT and then they brought her back the next day, I think, after they shaved her head.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
This is where you say good.
Favorite part. Lynky, what did you think of the obstacle course?
Good.
It's good.
Mhm.
What else did you think? What was your favorite part?
I was lying.
Shooting the hoops. You did good at shooting the hoops. Good job, buddy.
Duh.
His voice was so cute. That was his avocado. He's got an obsession.
Oh, here's a good video.
So this hill was like his graduating thing. Like if he could climb the hill, he was doing great.
Come on.
I love that face.
There's the hill. It's the infamous
There's
hill.
the guy to conquer it.
You won't have to run it. Just gotta be safe. Get to the top. All the way to the corner. She didn't make it all the way to the top.
Oh, and he did it no problem.
She heard me.
It's a pretty nice little hill.
Da, 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 da.
Gotta try to pause those before
Get copyrighted.
we get copyrighted.
Oh, and then they had those cool dogs.
Oh, this is his first car ride.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we were going to the
Right
zoo.
on.
This is our first time out of the
Ride in the
hospital.
car. How do you feel?
Good.
What do you think?
Awesome.
Right on.
Right.
Oh, there's what he had in his mouth. So if you're wondering why he was talking funny, come on.
These things are vicious, and they didn't even work.
Oh my gosh, are those real screws?
Yeah, those were
Yeah.
screwed into your jaw. Because his jaw was broken too. So
Yeah, and every time we'd yawn, the stupid things would break. Oh, it drove me nuts. Like, just take them out.
craziness.
Oh, this is his first time home. We got to go home for the day.
Oh, that's just some pictures, huh? Where's the one where you shaved your head? I want to just
This
see
is
that
way.
one.
I'm already bald.
Yeah.
I don't think we videoed it, or if we did, maybe it was on one of your phones. But yeah, anyways, we didn't have regular clippers, so we had to use surgical clippers, and my hair was real long, and I let Millie shave my head, and it hurt so bad. I was like, "Go ahead, babe, shave it."
Yeah, so Millie got her head shaved.
Oh, did you see the wig? Show him the wig
So now Millie's completely bald. Where?
right there.
Oh.
That's what Brandy made her because she was so self-conscious. She hated it. But then we were bald together, and as soon as we were bald together, man, that wig came off, and she was rocking her baldness. And the nurses were so cool. They were like, "You look so good, Millie." Oh, and she looked up to them nurses
Didn't we all?
because she kind of just lived in the hospital with me and Lynky.
Yeah, there's Dylan and his brother.
Yeah, and some of his friends came, then the zoo, then those medieval torture devices they glued onto his face. Hey, there's Mitch. And then he's outside kicking the ball with Lisa.
Lisa, shout out to Lisa for all the physical support.
Because Lisa's awesome.
Look at them kicking skills.
We had doctors tell us they couldn't wrap their medical minds around why and how he was alive.
Then we're gone. That was about June 27th, I think. June 28th.
Is this your exit?
Mhm.
And we are discharging!
Oh, yeah. We're baldies for a
Bunch
long
of
time.
fester
We're outta
hounds.
here.
Yeah! Peace!
Epi. That's awesome.
I don't know about Millie driving, but
Whoops.
we're leaving. Yes.
Link's like, I'm out of here. She told everybody bye.
Which way do you want to go? That way or down this elevator?
Down that elevator.
Down this elevator or the different elevator?
We made sure to go tell
Oh,
us.
secret.
It's okay.
Oh crap! There's that song again.
We
So
play
gonna
that
get a
song all the
copyright violation.
We do not own the rights to that song.
It doesn't matter.
Dang
YouTube
it.
we will just, if we're even still on YouTube.
To the right, to the right, to the right.
I remember Lincoln.
That was what was her name? Dang it, now I can't remember her name. But anyways, Lake had to use the bathroom when he had his G tube in,
Oh,
and
it popped out.
it had lost some water, the little ball that holds the G tube in, and it popped out, and it landed on the bathroom floor, and like stomach juice was going all over the bathroom floor, and I was trying not to panic, so he didn't panic. And that tall nurse you saw, she helped me put it back in. They're like, you have to learn how to do this.
That's why I'm doing it.
So that's us feeding, or mom feeding Linky. Here, Link, have a meal.
Oh my gosh.
That,
As you can see now, put where my feet and head go.
I think that was medicine time too.
There's our beautiful deck. Wow, it doesn't even look the same anymore.
Needs to be polished up. There's our where we were like, bye.
And this is when you're driving home, huh? So this is his homecoming. And if you notice the stuff right there, the balloons and the thing, the community was amazing. I could probably play the audio on this one.
No, but that's a sign for you. Did you see it? What it said?
You missed it.
Look right there across the street. Do you want to back up a little? You see it? Right there. Hold on. I'll flip around. Hold on.
We'll get you, Aubrey. We'll get you.
Flipping.
Okay,
Yay, Aaron. Aaron, this is
Couldn't see it.
Fleece and Link are coming
We're
home from the
driving, right?
hospital, and we're gonna welcome them home and stuff. This
Read that
is what
sign
they
right there.
saw. So our community had these
What does that
balloons
say?
and welcome home, Linky. And
What do you think about that?
Awesome.
They made you a giant sign.
do you remember that?
Nope.
All right, let's see what else they did. But make sure we don't get hit by a car.
That was Millie.
Just driving like a mad woman down the street.
There's some more balloons.
As you can see, it's 319 gens.
Look at that, Linky.
91 degrees outside.
Right here.
What
Look
does
at
that
those
one say?
balloons. What does that one say?
Made by a watermelon. Link, it has a heart on it. I know. It was a sweetheart Link.
Oh, they love you.
Sweetheart Link.
We heart Link. That means we love Link.
I know.
Let's see what else the road says.
Mom, I see one balloon right there.
There's some more up there.
Yeah, there's some
There's
right
balloons
there. and one
all
right
the
there.
way down the road.
Some more ones right there.
You do
There's
that
a
a lot.
balloon.
You do?
We might have to skip our house again.
Look, there's some more balloons. I think these are all for you, buddy. You see all the balloons?
Yeah. I think everybody loves you, Link. Everyone loves you.
Is that Millie?
Yeah, she's so cute.
All the way down.
Her little voice.
Everyone loves you.
And Joni. Ray.
Another one.
Kelly. Ari. Kaden. Angelo. Kenan.
Look at that one, Linky.
What?
You see it?
It's kind of.
I think I had to turn around for this one too.
Yeah.
You see that one?
Yeah.
What does that one say?
What? No, I don't see this one. Right there.
Wait, no, I
Yeah,
don't see
no.
signs.
Yeah, what's that? I can't read. So it says.
Hold on.
I can't
Okay.
read it, so it's
We're going to show them what they say.
Now, can you see it? No. Now, can you see
Hold on.
Mom, you're taking forever.
Well, we got it close so Link you can say it and see it. Ellie, open your door.
I had to make sure he saw every sign.
Going up the street.
Everyone loves you. I put
More
up a sign.
balloons. Look, there's another sign, Linky.
What's it say?
What does it say?
Want to go look at it? Yeah. Look, there's everybody waiting for you.
Uncle Mikey!
There's a whole family.
You go to that door. As you see me, you go to the door.
Come on, bud. You got it?
Yeah.
Easy.
Get down.
There's the crew.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? So good to be home?
Yeah.
Yeah? You have anything to say? Nothing? Nothing.
Yay.
Hey, there's.
Hi, Felipe.
Oh. On our way home. Welcome home, Lynk. You see it?
That was a long road to get there.
I think on the Facebook page, I have my view of him coming home. We'll check real quick and then buzz through it, and we'll pretty much be done there. Oh, and then here's my view of it. That's cool.
Dad, you haven't shared it yet.
I know.
I see it.
Facebook has to freaking think for an hour.
Hi, Gavin.
Come around this way, walk up the ramp. Or is this his first time home, huh? Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a different video.
Oh, you're gonna walk in the middle of the You're cool.
Can you talk for a second?
Yeah, that was his first time home.
That old daredevil.
Yeah. He is so cute. He was so excited to go home. So was Millie. We lived in the Ronald McDonald House. So if you guys are looking for somewhere to donate, I suggest the Ronald McDonald House
I'm
because
showing my
they,
Beast Mode video now.
they let us stay there for as long as we needed. And if we needed to come back, we always had a room.
Just
And
show my Beast Mode
all they
video.
took was donations. Like they didn't expect anything from you. And it was nice. We'd get home probably 9-10 o'clock at night. Me and Millie would get there, and then we'd leave about 7 in the morning because I liked to be at the hospital while they did their rounds so I could hear what they were talking about because I was a nosy mom.
Yes, she does, Petey.
What'd he say?
Millie loves her big brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, what's up, brother?
They got real close in the hospital.
You want to answer that one?
Yeah, he does really good in school. The first year he was back, he had a math tutor and he would only go to school part-time. And then the second year he did even better. That was,
5th grade.
yeah, so it was 4th grade, 5th grade,
And then
and then 6th grade here.
Yeah.
Who was your
Oh, here it is.
5th grade teacher?
Miss Cotty.
Huh.
All right, so here's
From MMA.
the view I
that's right.
took.
You went to MMA.
Okay, let me screen share this part.
I don't know. I've been through all this and I still have better memory than you.
No.
What?
I have way too much to remember sometimes.
From the hospital
Nice face eye.
for a long time. And he just barely got off the freeway.
He'll be here in about 2 minutes.
Yep. In the hospital for 2 months.
This little tiny baby boy.
Hi, Kelly.
Say something, sis.
Like this?
This is
Moon?
what you guys were doing while we're making about 5,000 U-turns.
Here comes Mikey. Something battle.
Hey. Hi, Millie.
Here, Billy,
There he is!
Hi, beautiful.
Where's Mikey?
and seen you in forever.
I like it.
Linky!
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Dad.
How you doing?
Good?
So good to be home?
Yeah.
Yeah? You have anything to say?
No.
Nothing? How's your head feel?
Yay.
Like, yay?
Hey, Bear.
No, you didn't
Hi,
show him
Felipe.
pulling his trach out. That was a good one.
What do you want to do now?
It's in there somewhere.
You hungry? You want to have dinner?
Yes.
Yeah?
Are you starving?
Crazy times, man. Crazy times.
So as you guys know, I've been through a lot.
And here he is now.
Here I am today.
And so he just kept kind of just defying all odds, and he's our miracle boy. That's for darn sure.
Punching through walls.
Yep. Let's say, oh, that's one is,
Trey, how are you feeding tube?
yeah, that's a feeding tube.
Or is creeping away?
Then he went to school, and let's see, I'll share this and we'll just kind of buzz through it right here real quick. There he is at school. Walking to school with his big brother at my aunt's house.
Oh, it's this one.
Oh, and then we went and saw the fire department. We go down there. Oh, we didn't go today. But we went down and we go and talk to the guys that were at the accident that responded and tell them thank you and all that kind of stuff. There's the helicopter that we flew in. He's giving it a kiss.
Give it a hickey.
Like, what was your first meal when you got home?
My first what?
Meal.
Haystacks.
I can't remember what your first meal was.
Probably haystacks.
Then bowling. Then he went to school as Groot.
He's so cute.
Dad, you need to show me the audio.
Shooting a bow. Well, believe it or not, he's alive.
Oh my gosh, show him that video. You must show him how.
And there we go.
You gotta show him the trach one. That's such a
I
good
will.
one.
I'm going to show you guys the trach one that Felice wants to
You
show.
gotta show him the take off my shirt one. The trach one.
Yeah. Where is it?
Scroll down. It's right where there's a bunch of pictures of me and Millie, Baldies, for the first time. Right there. Yeah,
This one?
I think yeah.
What do you think?
You're about
Yep.
to have an epic day.
It's a
We're gonna check this
big
out.
moment. His eyes kill me the whole time. It's a big moment.
This will not hurt.
They're not gonna do anything crazy. No needle
Nope.
sticks.
You can do it. You want to do it? Okay.
Do you want to take it out?
Yeah. It's a
Cool.
celebration, dude.
So
His
fun.
trach
Big
lady was so
days.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Just like watch the look on his face.
Didn't they just
And one hand up here. Up here.
You got Nice job.
Artist. Put a band-aid over it.
Yeah. And then they just put a band-aid on it. Like what? I was so tripped out. We were both like, whoa.
Hey, notice I got a shirt from Captain Anonymous.
Crazy.
My shirt.
So now you know. And during that whole time, I'm an alcoholic drunk, getting drunk every night, screaming at God, freaking out. And it took, I don't know, 2 more years after that before I quit drinking. It's crazy. So now here's Linky. You want to say anything?
That's what I've been through. Crazy times.
Like, does it blow your mind, everything you just watched? Because I don't think we've just sat down and went through it all before.
That's one of Linky's first time seeing
That he
the whole
really
thing.
It blew my
remembers.
mind. But luckily there are staples to keep it in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's got screws and pins all over right here that held his bone flap in. This one was one of the first ones. They did a quarter, like a hole right here because he had a blood clot. And so there's a patch right there. He's got, I think, a patch here. I don't think his jaw has one. And then he's got some up in here, some hardware. He's all hardwared up.
And if you wonder why all of a sudden he looks huge, it's because when his pituitary gland got hit, it increased his. They actually had to give him stuff in his, what are they called, growth plates, so that they wouldn't close up too fast, because he grew like 7 or 8 inches in a year. All of a sudden he just woof.
Yeah, so he's on a medication to help him not. Hopefully, is it working or not? We don't know. I think so. Aubrey, that's what we do.
What?
Move their heads around. Like he's so funny how mom gave him by the head and moved him around.
Matthew's got metal in his head too. It sounds like, or somewhere. Let's watch Cassie's quote of the day real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, I'm here today with your motivational quote on recovering addicts. Strive for progress, not perfection. And as always, you guys know what to do. I can't use both hands today. I'm in the middle of a move, so I don't even have my tripod right now, so forgive me, but you guys know what to do. Do it for me. Put your hands together, and let's continue each and every day, especially in times like this, to continue to spread that love.
Dum, dum, dum.
Dum, dum, dum.
You're welcome. So we just wanted to reminisce through all the things we went through that 3 years ago. But we will be back to our regular scheduled program tomorrow, where we will continue in.
The steps we took.
Where is it? Oh, in front of my face. We're currently going through this book, The 12 Steps We Took, and we will pick back up tomorrow and finish up step 12 and then on to our next book.
Yay. And just FYI, we had about 1 billion dance parties in that hospital.
Yeah.
That place was always rocking out. Probably some of the rooms didn't appreciate it, but that's what got us through.
Yeah, one night there, Jump Little Doggy, me and the nurse were talking about him, and I was trying to get her just to explain to me, like, without the bedside manners, of how bad of a shape he was really in. And she thought he was toast. And she's like, let me run you through some things. So she showed me his eyes, and then she did this thing on his foot. And if you do that on your foot, you know how your foot just automatically goes down? His foot would fan. Like his toes would spread out and fan. And she said that only infants is like up to 6 days old do that, or mentally brain damaged, people. And so then she started crying. I started crying, and she's like, it's not good. And but then little by little, here he is.
Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there and watching that with us. I just kind of wanted a whole thing recorded as well. And every year we do something. We usually take a cake down to the guys at the fire station and stuff. We'll probably do that tomorrow.
Oh, we had a barbecue today. And,
We had a barbecue.
I picked up Polly.
It's all good. What did he say?
Oh,
What was your first
we
meal
don't-
when you got home?
I don't remember.
I think it was his dad's.
Guacamole?
Maybe.
Probably something with
No.
guacamole.
But he didn't have to use that feeding tube, but for maybe a couple weeks, because all of a sudden he could eat just fine. So, but he had to come home with it because it needed, I think, 3 weeks to fully heal before they could take it out. So we came home with it for about a week and then went back and they took it out. Same thing. They just throw a Band-Aid over it.
It's crazy.
Tripped me out.
Crazy. Well, right on, y'all. Thanks for being here. Until tomorrow. Where's Marilyn's comment?
January 21st. Aubrey, Link's birthday is January 21st.
Yeah, his real birthday is January 21st, but the new Lynk, because the personality in the kid that he was then he's totally different now. Totally different personality.
Oh,
And
you should show him.
so his new birthday is.
His class
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
This is a trip. Like, so I look younger in the second one. So these are a year apart, second and third grade.
Well, no, this is a fourth and second grade.
So
2016,
third,
17, 2017, 18. Before and after, basically.
Which picture do I look older in?
Crazy, huh?
I say I
He looks like this kid right here is the one that died in my arms, and this is the new kid that emerged right here. So different. They're two completely different kids, but yet it's the same.
yeah,
Same
like there's
kid.
still some things where like, wow, that was old Linky. Like he's there, but new there.
Crazy, huh?
Praise God.
Oh, Epi's getting old.
Oh, Alicia loves you, Linky.
All right, let's say our serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Well,
Iron Man, says Aubrey.
until next time, y'all, stay strong, work your program, and remember, we recover better together.